Could you kind of give some insights of how some of my listeners can get ahead of the curve by how you strategically filter out information and what information you look for? How you throw chingazos against this, how they're throwing them at you, how you throw them back. That way they can be like at least get some where to get some resources or different things like that, and then also then kind of then kind of plug in kind of in closing the stuff that you get into, and we can end on a positive note of like how people can try to be ahead of the curve, a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So if there's one piece of advice that I would give to people is that your neighbor, your brother, your sister, your brother-in-law, chances are they are not your enemy. The chances of that, when they try to tell you information that goes against the narrative, it's actually because they care. It's not because they're trying to hurt you. Honestly, we all need to turn off the TVs, okay? And start listening to one another. And there are ways that you can find this information that your friends and family are telling you about. Because the thing is, uh, we all need to realize that who we're fighting, it isn't actually each other. It's this group of people who've been doing this stuff to us. And so while we're going through and trying to filter out information, try and keep that in mind. Is this information coming from somebody who's at the ground level, who has experience with fighting these people? Is this information coming from multiple sources that are being discredited, but they do have studies? They are showing people their process. Um, Honestly, if the government says it, think just the opposite. That's that's kind of where I'm at. That's how I started. I was like, wait a second, this doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that the Supreme Court granted themselves the power of judicial review. They don't have the authority to do that. And here we are today. And that doesn't make sense. So we've got to piece these little things together like that. Most of the mainstream news sources, they depend on your lack of reading comprehension. And I know that that sounds terrible, but like the average person reads at a fourth grade level. It's not a bad thing.
That's
Yeah,
me. I
no,
mean, I'm not a really good reader or anything like that.
I
I'm a good
love,
listener and stuff like that, but reading ain't my
yeah,
thing.
I love reading. So I catch these things a lot.